Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Conversations You Don't Want to Have with Jayalatesi by 60 Minutes TV. Plug it now. Oh, it's been a very crazy year already. 2023 is already moving fast like a bullet train, yo. Yeah, don't forget to follow me on all my socials timeline of it. Gemini, TikTok, Instagram, and my Twitter. Apparently, my Twitter is timeline of a Gemini. It ends with a 9, and the rest is the proper timeline of a Gemini. If you're an artist, upcoming artist, or blown artist, record label owner, as far as you're into the entertainment industry, actor, actress, whatsoever you do, you actually need to always listen to my podcast and watch my vlog on YouTube, which is 60 Minutes TV, Entertainment and News. Today, I am going to be talking about one of the biggest living legendary producer. He's been there, he's done it all, he's blown loads of artists, and God has actually used him for us in this field, and yeah, big shout out to him, and it's no other person than it's Don Jazzy again. Yeah, today I'm gonna be talking about Don Jazzy, the great Don Baba J himself. So now what I'm literally doing today is gonna be some kind of a comparison. Guys, let me ask you. The old Don Jazzy or the new Mavin Don Jazzy? That is the MoHit Don Jazzy or the Mavin Don Jazzy. Me, I'll be settling for the Mavin Don Jazzy. I'm not trying to take anything away from Don Jazzy. He has done a lot for Afrobeat. He has done a lot for the Nigerian music industry. He has done a lot for Africa. So for me, I am not taking anything away from him. But call me a little bit old school. You all know. But all I know is I will stick to the MoHit Don Jazzy. Why? Simply because the MoHit Don Jazzy, most of all, let me say all his production, they've got this replay value that the new Don Jazzy of the Mavin, maybe them, let me say them Rema Mavin doesn't have compared to the old Don Jazzy. If you feel like I'm capping or if you think like I'm capping, simply because somehow your fave is getting involved now because I'm mentioning names, I'm definitely mentioning Crayon, Rema and the likes of them, then you have to come and meet me in my house, which I won't drop my address. So the real truth is this. I love the old Don Jazzy of the Mavin simply because of the replay value and the output of his production. Don Jazzy was the first producer in Nigeria that made us understand the value of production outputs. Before, producer just likes to produce. They don't really work on the output of the sound, the modulation aspect of their sound, the reverberation, everything that's got to do with sound, the ambience, everything. They don't really work on all those things. They just produce the song and boom, it's out there. And when Don Jazzy came, everything was different. Go and listen to the band first projects, and go and listen to Randy Cole's first projects. Listening to all the songs there, they all have this replay value that till date, when you blast them, it's sounding like the production of what is being done today. The replay value is top notch. Go and listen to Wine and Well Ikechuku. Listen to Randy Cole, Allow Me to Kiss Your Hand. Listen to Mbono Feli Feli the band. Listen to just listening to all these guys that Don Jazzy worked with. Listening to Pere. You understand? Don Jazzy of then compared to Don Jazzy of now, yeah. The kids are definitely dropping it. I'm never going to take it away from them. Crayon, Rema, all those kids in Mavin, trust me, they are good, they are awesome. I can't really say which of their project Don Jazzy actually produced, but the ones that I've listened to, you just listen and you go like, okay, it's all good. You can't believe 2023, I already blasted Wish to Go 8. I already blasted the band's first project. I blasted the K-Chuk, I blasted some couple of old Don Jazzy, and I blasted the new school for the new Mavin artist, and it wasn't sounding like all those ones. So for me, is the old Don Jazzy any day, anytime. And let's talk about how Don Jazzy has been able to turn our entertainment industry around from business perspective as well. He's a very good businessman, and he has actually influenced a lot of talent, even from skit aspect of it. Some of your favorite skit makers that most of you are fucking with right now, most of you definitely started liking them because of Don Jazzy, because he started using most of them from for the promotional aspect of his artist projects, which some of you now started liking it because apparently I feel like it's a how will I put it, the thing was like a charioteer, like us this thing, the charioteer helps the us and the us helps the, you get me. So I feel like Don Jazzy lately bringing most of all these skit makers into Mavin whatsoever company to do videos, do all those things for the artists. Somehow has actually helped those skit makers themselves grow. So Don Jazzy is not just helping him from perspective of just music and being a producer. He's also helping from perspective of the other part of entertainment, the skit aspect of entertainment, which is the most relevant thing on social media. Because 95% of us go on that social media to watch the latest skit. So Don Jazzy has actually contributed a lot to the entertainment industry, and it always makes me happy that his consistency refused to drop. Rather, he kept adding value to himself, his craft, his business, his ideology, and all aspects of what makes you a great leader. I'll call Don Jazzy a leader. He behaves more like a leader than a boss. I've never been opportune to meet Don Jazzy that much, but I think when I met Don Jazzy was when they first came to Nigeria. Then that was like when I can literally say, okay, I met Don Jazzy, and somehow I was in that gathering and I listened to him talk, I watched him closely, and I'll say, okay, yeah, maybe. I am not saying he's a good person, don't get me wrong. I don't care, because I don't know what's good and what's bad. What's good for you might be bad for me, what's bad for me might be good for you. But as far as entertainment and Afrobeat is concerned, big shout out to Don Jazzy. Anyone that's got opinion on what I said, please feel free to comment under the section and let's talk. Let's talk. The old Don Jazzy or the new Don Jazzy. For me, team old Don Jazzy, team MoHit Don Jazzy. So let's conversate. Let's talk. Let's talk, guys. I'm expecting your comments. I'm expecting your comment. I'm expecting your dragging. the Gen Z dragging as usual. It's going to be fun. But don't forget to watch the full episode of this vlog and podcast. This vlog on 60 Minutes TV Entertainment and News. That's on YouTube. It's also going to all my podcasts or my vlog. The audio are always available as podcast on Apple, Spotify, Audio Mac, and all of that platform. You can surely get them there. Subscribe, follow me on all my socials. Upcoming artists, known artists, record label owners, business owners. Don't forget to follow me. It's vital. Peace.
Yeah. Yeah. Say she need a bad man to unruly. Got a lot of guys, but she rather come to me. Yeah, she very thick, man, I got a hangover. Like the way me rub it, making me to control her. Kiss me, say she gon' miss me. I've been on the highway, moving on 60. Fresh out, so clean, body no itchy. She fuck with the gang, cause we all in